Hi, and welcome to part 21 of Let's Play Pokemon Heart Gold in a Randomizer Nuzlocke mishmatch whatever mode. So, we are just at the base of the Pokemon League right now. We have a team of 6-ish, in that some of them are less leveled than others, some of them are less proven, some of them might not be coming with us all the way, we'll see. We have plenty in the back to choose from. In fact, let's do a proper refresher on everyone. Consult the Kabuto with No Guard, Tempest the Charizard with Magic Guard, Old Mate Ric Flair, woo, with Pickup, What? With Liquid Ooze, Super King, the Shiny Nido King with Frisk, and finally we have the Tinted Lens Sky Snake. So overall a pretty good package, some weaknesses, some areas of improvement naturally, but I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling strong, and I am ready to waltz right in to Victory Road. So, let's not sally about. The 8 badges of Johto. Now let's go this way. Sup, Tempest. This way leads to Mount Silvers. Cool, that's a good place to level grind. Please, please. Nope, doesn't let me. What a prick. How about this way? No, well, at least he's not just picking on me. At least he's saying the road's blocked because the road's blocked. But hey, this road's not blocked, and we are going to win on it. So one could be forgiven for calling it Victorious Road. And this being a new location, this Totodile is the first Pokemon we've seen in it, and you know what that means. We are adding a Totodile to our team. Now let's have a look, because our former water starter was our best mechanism for catching Pokemon with Super Fang. So now I have to be a bit cagey and actually plan and think about how to catch things, which honestly is a bit of a nuisance. I reckon. I mean, Sacred Fire will be resisted, and it's not stab, and the burn might help. It's not got a high crit ratio, so I feel like this is a moderately safe move. I mean, I have to hit it with something. Yeah, look at that, that's fine. And the burn's decent. The only time that's going to really cause an issue if it doesn't stay in a ball. You'll notice that unlike most parts, I haven't started off on intense fast forward, but don't worry, I'm sure I'll get bored at some point and start doing it. I would like to put this in a Premier Ball just because starters, you know, you can only have them in a Pokeball, so why not make him a bit fancy? 2, 3, and AZGG. Alright, Totodile's data is being added to the Pokedex. Big fat yeet. And we are using the requested name, because I think it works perfectly fine for this handsome young crocodile Pokemon. Steve. I imagine most of us know who Steve Owen is. I'd be a bit disappointed if there was a large fraction who doesn't. Everyone remembers the Crocodile Hunter. His shows and stuff still holds up, and his message is cool, and he was a cool dude. Man, it'd be a bit dark if I named a Mantine Steve, wouldn't it? Anyway. Just thinking to myself there, I reckon I can one-shot this with Surf. Oh, that outspeeds me. Yeah, that makes sense. But, yeah, it's fine. Glad it didn't use like Earth Power or something. And, oh, okay, it lived. Well, I will just slap it with an Acro Jet. That should Yep, easy peasy. Alright, like I said, I would get sick of this soon enough. We're listening to more Smash Brothers music, this time just a mishmash of the Castlevania tunes in Smash Ultimate, because they are so good. Play. Yep. Totodile's probably not the best thing to waste my time level grinding on, but hey, I need to level grind a bunch, so fuck it. I don't want to stay in on those Nidoqueen queens, because, you know, they might have something strong, so just burn them all, and then make our way. Oh, is this a fancy Pokemon that glitched? Yeah, it is! Oh, look at that! Okay! That seems a touch risky. That seems very risky. This looks pretty safe. Drill pack, yeah, that's fine. Avalanche, and that'll kill him. Woo! Lots of XP. Whoa! Rayquaza has Aftermath. Okay, that's important to keep in mind, because now I need to, like, be perceptive to how much health I have before I KO any of the Rayquazas I'm going to run into here. I'm sure I'll forget soon enough, and then regret it deeply when I kill myself against it. Lileep, hi Lileep, and you can get killed by Suicune. No, 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 roll out. That's going to be really threatening in like a year. Up we go, more Lileeps, so that means more Spucky. Done. Oh, slacking. Oh, it's not going to have Truant though. Right, okay, yeah. Ah, that's fine. Power Whip. Nah. If I hadn't locked in Surf, I'd probably be pretty comfortable putting Power Whip on him, but not to be. I needed something to have those moves, so... Whoa! That was Earthquake. That wasn't smart of me to switch in my Poison type. There we go, Nidoqueen. Dealt with. Now, looking down here, there's nothing on the right. I am running out of healing items, so I've got to be perceptive of that. Chat with my mother briefly. Bought me something with my money. Ooh, an Impulse. I'll still use Second or Gyro Ball. In that case. I mean, that's not going to do a lot to me, but I'll still switch to Rick. Why did I use that? Why did I switch to Rick? He's got, like, nothing that deals with this. Ah, that's fine. And then down here for an item. It's a Lumberry. Cool. I'm wondering if I should be using... I could totally get away with using a Repel to just get through the area and then do the level grinding when I'm not using a bunch of items. I jumped over that fence when I shouldn't have. That's smart. I'm not going to do that yet, but I'm going to keep it in mind. I'm not teaching my Charizard Defog, that would be dumb. Slacking again, Sacred Fire again. Big old Bernie boy. Signal Beam, switching! I don't need to get killed by that, thanks. I want Consult to evolve. I am so low on items, it turns out. Electivire. Switching! Acupressure Electivire. Dead Acupressure Electivire, there we go. I don't remember how long Pokemon League is. Not the Pokemon League, the other thing. The place I am now. Victory Road! I don't remember how long Victory Rod is in this game, so... I might be just like sleepwalking into disaster right now. But Ric Flair's gotten me a bunch of helpful little items over the course of this run, so I do have plenty of escape ropes. This is another Rayquaza. Remember that it has Aftermath, so what can come in and then avalanche it. Okay, and then I want to heal him up just because if there's another one, I'll need what again, and I don't need him dying to the Aftermath. So this is a short victory road? That's good to know. I mean, at least there's like been a bit of a jump in the levels of these Pokemon. At least they're in like the 30s. And I get that the 30s still isn't like an insane amount. Is there a hidden item in here? Is that why this little bit exists? Or is it just dickery? Oh, I'm out of PP. Wow, okay. Nothing here. Tempest is kind of low, keep that in mind. Nothing here, and nothing there. Nothing here either. Okay, that's just dickery. Oh, Moltres. Rock Slide! Get dunked on! So Kabuto is getting kind of close to evolving. It's nice to have. Super King. Yeah, like the Pokemon here still aren't super high level compared to what I would want to be grinding against, but at least there's something now. You know, they're not low 20s. Not even gonna bother. PP up. That makes my PP go up. Just let me be ashamed about that joke for a second. Alright, one more level to evolve. Consult. Keep him happy and healthy. Ric Flair's holding an item, so let's grab that. Ooh, another rare candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. I shouldn't have run, actually, because if it didn't let me escape and then hit me with a grass type attack, I would have been real sad, boys. Okay, so I can't push that rock up, because that'll lock me in. So that's where, like, that's one of those ones where once you push it to the right spot, it locks in place. Ew. Oh, look at that, Pichu. Just leave it. Little Bobby. This is a Rayquaza. In case you're wondering how I know, legendary Pokemon have like a unique intro that you don't get with normal wild Pokemon. So anytime it does that like hesitation to set up that intro, I know that it's for a Rayquaza. If I switched off the music, I'm pretty sure it would have a unique tune. I'll do that next time a Rayquaza pops in if I remember, so that we can check. Oh, a Dialga. I don't know why it's doing it specifically for Rayquaza, but not some of these other ones. I don't have anyone who's good against that. I'm just gonna let it be. Then I'm gonna go back and check out the item that should be down. Can't escape. Can't escape! Well, you have woken my wrath, little Polly boy. Ah, fuck you. You just dive right back at you, scumbag. Oh yeah, there might be a specific Rayquaza event that causes that. Good call. Alright, Surf, kill the Torchic in one hit. The first... I'm seeing a couple of not seen Pokemon here. Cool. Yeah, alright, so let's check the music now. Which means pause this and... Yep, so this is the, this is indeed the Hoenn legendary track. It's a fun song. So Rayquaza is not the correct way to say it, but seriously, Rayquaza? What? Rayquaza sounds cooler, and it is more appropriate for a giant, like, snake demigod. A giant dead snake demigod. Alright, back to our irregularly scheduled programming, which means boop. There we go, and on we go. If you make me... Alright, good. I only want XP from big ticket items, like a Mew. What? Neat. I guess. Huh. Well, that was cool to see. Temporarily. Alright, Consult is seconds away from evolving. But now I'm only getting some Pichus, which is... Oh, Bennett. Let's not put our life on the line unnecessarily. Let's just bring in Rick. Yeah, Rick's an often confused man. This makes sense canonically. Okay, Rick, this is a bit much. There we go. Alright, Consult should evolve. Boom! Sick Kabutops. Wants to know Power Gem. I don't want it to, though. So let's have a look at its new setup. It has Own Tempo. Prevents the Pokemon from becoming confused. Well, I guess I've got a response to Confuse Ray. you know, whatever. We take those. Rick Flair's holding something. Thank you, Rick. It's a revive. They don't work very well in this world. Heal you, and while we're at it, heal. Oh, I meant to heal Tempest, but that's fine. Rick can use the health too. Tempest! There we go. And our new Kabutops is staring straight into my eyes, which is kind of scary, considering its, like, overall look and style. So here they like, drop down, whee! Okay, well, let's keep leveling. You know what? Consult, now that you've evolved and you're pretty much on par with the party, I want Watt to get to level 50, so Watt's going to the front. So this is a pretty simple strength puzzle, just push that one direction over. If you push it more than that, you lock yourself out from getting whatever that item up there is, and you can just push this all the way back. I'm pretty sure it locks in position there, so... Watt does have one of my 2 lucky eggs, yes, the other one is still on Consult. Oh, it's a second Master Ball. Well, it's a new replacement, because I, of course, used the other one to catch that piece of fucking shit, bastard who killed Franklin. Sorry. I expected an item to be there, but there isn't. I guess they just decided the cave looks too similar all over the place. Let's put some splotches. Oh no, that shows a drop spot. Okay. I get you. Oh, I'm onto what you're baking. Oh, I don't care about this. Magikarp. Okay, I can walk around it. Don't care about can't escape. Hydro Cannon. Alright. You do you, Magikarp. Alright, we got a Zapdos here, so let's crack that thing's head with an Avalanche. And then we're done. We have a Reaper Cloth. I don't have a Dusclops. That is, of course, the item you use to evolve Dusclops into Duskenoir. So I gotta pick one of these 2 holes to drop into. I don't remember which is which, so I think I picked the wrong one. I miss out on an item. Oh. Here's a Gyarados. Clamp. I don't like this. I'm actually gonna play it super duper safe and escape with a Pokédog, because I wasn't Clamp. I don't remember Clamp. It might be one of those moves that keeps me stuck inside the battle, like I wouldn't be able to escape, and that would be a disappointing way to lose a Pokemon. So playing it nice and safe. Big old Avalanche gets rid of it. Whoa, what? Avalanche didn't do shit this time. There we go. What? I have a call from Professor Oak of all people. What do you have to say for yourself? You're catching a lot of Pokemon, aren't you? Click! Wow. That was interesting. Well, there's Carnivine done. And Rival Battle! Wow, this is a tiny elite victory road. Alright, here we go. Big man coming at me. It's me. Don't you see the call was coming from inside your phone all along? Oh my god. So, I kind of feel like Bullet Punch should do decent damage against a fucking Sneasel. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was expecting a 2-hit KO, so crit. That works fine for me. No complaints here. Big old batty boy. We can stay in on that. Oh, I think this is the first guy we've seen with like a team of 6 now. Good on you, me. Bite, thank you. Being neutral. Avalanche should deal with this. He's still got a Golbat. He hasn't evolved it because he hasn't kind of worked out this thing that Lance has been talking about. Alright, Haunter. So I think now's probably about the time that Watt stops being able to one-hit things. I mean, like, Feint Attack would probably work, but I'm concerned about my HP situation, so we're just going to switch to Tempest. Alright, so this wasn't super necessary, because Curse and Feint Attack would have definitely done everything I needed, but at the same time, no biggie, I can just switch again after this. And, oh yeah, Magic Guard means that curse does jack shit to Tempest. That's fun. What wants to know? Gyrable? Nah, I'm good, bruh. About to switch in a Magneton. I've used up all my, Flamethrower PP, but I do have, that other Fire-type attack. So I think I'll just stay and use that. I don't have the Choice Specs equipped, so this is fine. Sacred Fire will take care of Magneton. AZ. Here we go. No Johns. Kadabra. I think I can actually safely switch back to Warp on this. I quad resist. It's the most common attack. Stab. And like, if Feint Attack doesn't KO, Feint Attack plus Bullet Punch will. And it's used Reflect anyway. I still kind of expect this to either one or two shot it. I mean, it's a fucking Kadabra. Alright, so Bullet Punch. Let's use it. Might not quite get there, but I'll only take one attack anyway. Oh, Disable. Alright, that's mildly annoying. I'll just switch back to Feint Attack. Quad resist Psybeam, so gives a... Oh! Did like 7 damage. Kadabra survived, and it did set up a Reflect, which is mildly annoying. Meganium means Tempest is coming back out. I could have left and switched for the extra XP, but whatever. And big old air slash should seal the deal. Maybe 2, because it's very bulky. Yeah. Ah! Flinch. Oh, right! There's a rival battle done. I think maybe there's one more post-game in this, but I don't quite remember. I don't think there was in the original. I think the remake added another rival battle where he's like, come to terms with being nice, and has like a Crobat instead. Pretty sure. Could be wrong. Alright, anyway, he's been punked utterly. We're gonna pop back on music. Quick chat with Mom, thank you, and in we go. Alright, we are at the Elite Four, but we are absolutely not ready to actually take them. So we're gonna stock up on some crap. I have a stupid amount of money and I still don't know why. I haven't looked up if anyone else has had this happen. I maybe should have done that. Let's get some full restores and some max potions. Like, some in this case is more than enough. This guy can teleport me home. This guy will move when I tell him to. Alright. I'm gonna be honest. Own tempo on Consult is a bit lame. Like, it's still a neat Pokemon, but let's have a look. Let's take stock and work out who I want to take to the Elite Four. Arcanine is an interesting possibility because it's got Levitate. It actually alleviates the ground weakness currently shared across my team. Daddy is a decent option because he's just going to be so dang strong. I'm honestly pretty tempted to try evolving both Steve and Catapult, see what they have to offer. Oh, Steve currently has Illuminate, which makes wild Pokemon battles more likely, but of course, he's going to level up twice and evolve both times if I decide to use him, so I don't really care about his current ability. Not Frank has Drizzle, which starts Rain. Water Wings has Flash Fire, which would become either Drizzle or something else. Across. Okay. Ric Flair's done enough for the team. We're going to take him out for now. Pop in Steve. We're going to evolve Steve into a Feraligatr and check out what his ability is. That's the current play, alright? So let's pop him at the front of the party. Get the Lucky Egg off of Consult and staple it to Steve instead. I don't remember what level the Elite Four is, so I'm gonna aim for like 50s-ish for my team. So Twitch chat, don't tell me what level I should expect the Elite Four to be. I'm just gonna blind this and just like fang it with my best gut instinct. Okay? Ooh, an Incarta, they're cool. What? So we want Steve to evolve. It's gonna take a fucking while at this rate. Why did I switch in Charizard and then leave him in against a Zapdos? Woohoo! Woohoo! That wasn't smart. Don't know what my brain was doing there. Gyarados, Face, Sky Snake. That did so much. Hi Gyarados, I don't want to fight you. Maybe if I use Octazooka on this thing. Yeah, okay, and then try it. Oh, nope! Ninkata just used Fissure. Ninkata just used a one-hit KO move and killed my fucking... Fuck. God damn it. I'm not super torn up, but I'm a little torn up. Get that lucky egg off the poor bastard and then chuck him in a hole. Oh, that's a fat rip. That's not quite the fastest catch to kill I've had. But that's gotta be top 3. Okay. Let's check out Caterpie! Jesus. That could have been like a lightning rod for Alligator, as Free Tempest tells me. That could have been like a speed boost for Alligator, or like a... Who knows? Doesn't matter now. It's dead for Alligator is what it is. What? Such a shame. I get no experience from those. So. Whoa! Alright, let's play it smarter this time and switch in the ground type and not the flying. How's that sound? There we go. Oh man, leveling this shit's gonna take a millennia, guys. This is not gonna be a quick process. We're not starting the league this video. We might not even start the league next video because I do want to be like pretty decently leveled for it. I don't want to be leaving shit to chance too much. So I know I've got a couple of rare candies, but again. You kind of want to hang on to those. Like, the later you use a rare candy, the more benefit you get from it. I mean, look, I'm leveling a Caterpie, and like, 6 battles in, and okay, I'm gonna switch because I'm confused. Dwelling of Doom. Fan of Castlevania games. I've played like half a dozen, so not a huge amount, but enough to like be a moderately knowledgeable part of the not community because I don't participate in the community, but enough to like know about the franchise and understand how things go and everything. I enjoyed the Netflix series mostly. I watched season 2. I haven't seen the new-ish season 3 yet, so we'll see how that goes when I eventually get around to it. There's so much media to consume. Ooh, ouchie ouch. Let's go heal. Alright, that thing had Fissure last time. I ain't playing that. I'm just gonna switch to a flying type that can then fucking flamethrower its head off. Okay, I legit haven't leveled up this fucking Caterpie once! I mean, gee, it's a Caterpie! I get that it's a level 28 Caterpie, but still... Alright, now it's a Metapod. Let's check out what his ability is right now, because if it's insane, we'll just leave it as a Metapod. It's Drizzle. Nope. That is pretty far from insane. That empowers one of the types I'm more vulnerable to, so... how many of these fucking candies do I have? Like, 4? Fuck it. Fuck it. Alright, now we have a Butterfree. It learned Twin Needle upon evolving, which normally is what Beedrill does. But let's have a look. Rough Skin inflicts damage to the foe. I don't think I can justify. Let's have a look at what else we got. That was a bit of a waste of time and resources. Oh, gang, what do we think? What do we think? Alright, let's put Rick back in the party. He can just fucking sit there, I guess. Because, you know, if nothing else, while I'm leveling the other 5, he's pickup fodder and getting things for me. And then once I've leveled up some of them, I might have settled on either Daddy or Seamus. It's one of those two, I think. This is what it looks like in my head right now. One of these top ones. And yeah, like the 2 fire types thing is a bit unnecessary, but the flip side is like they're both immune to ground. Because one's flying, the other's levitate. They both like get decent benefit from like their coverage. Arcanine doesn't have like natural coverage, but like stab coverage, but he still exists and has value in that sense. Not the most convincing argument I've ever made it, is it? Oh, I was terrified for a second, thinking I'd released the Lucky Egg, but no, I just evolved the Butterfree. Oh, hang on. Let's use the Move Items tab. Yeah. But why don't I have to bag it? Why can't I, like, just take it off you and then put it in the party? Oh, fine. Oh, this is so inefficient! Bro, how do you make menus so shit? Like, low-key, the menus of a game are so important. Like, making them convey information accurately and be, like, easily accessible and able to interface with so you can use them efficiently is really important, and Pokemon fucking sucks at that. Alright, we're leveling what for a fair while? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay. Just come in here, sleep powder. Ugh. Wait, why did that feint attack not do super effect? Oh, it did. Alright, there we go. I mean, like, I get that there's, like, Pokemon started off, like, in completely untreaded ground with the way it wanted to present its information and stuff. Whoa! Level 45? Boom! What is not the mentality? Are you fucking kidding? I thought it was 50! And it's got Damp, which prevents combatants from self-destructing. Nani? I mean, look at those stats. I didn't bring up the stats earlier. I was planning on getting it to like 49 and looking at its stats and then being like, let's look at the next level and see how much they jump from evolving. But, shit, that's a chunky boy. Look at those defenses, 143, 137. Like, I get that Metagross is my highest level Pokemon, but damn. Alright, well in that case, I guess we can stop leveling him for a while. It for a while. Dex number, what? Alright, so I guess with that done, I want to start leveling Sky Snake. And let's use Fly. Let's give Sky Snake some coverage. What am I seeing in here? Bag on. Yeah, let's give it discharge so that I can hit that fucking Gyarados when it rocks up. I'm gonna get rid of Lovely Kiss. Being able to put things to sleep is nice, but not that nice. I know that my Sky Snake has tinted lens, but still want the coverage. And its special attack stat, perfectly fine. Not as good as its physical, but perfectly fine. I know these Magikarps give fuck all XP, but if I can one round it, why not? Look how cool Dragonair is, it's so cool. Oh, Kangaskhan, neat. And I'm slightly intimidated by it. just in case, you know, just in case, guys. Okay, it's got Endure, Tickle, Tail Whip, and something else probably. Can you stop using Endure? There we go. Alright, I'm less intimidated of the Kangaskhan's now. Alright, this is why I got Discharge. Boom. Skadoosh. Look at how much XP that is. That's totally worth it. Special Rend. Guard Swap. Oh no! Special Rend. It's done. Yeah, I like how derpy Dragonite is too. I really like Dragonite as well as Dragonair, but, you know, they're different styles and feelings for both. Why is Mew giving trash XP? Is it because they thought that you'd never be, like, doing this with event legendaries, so they're like, you don't need to give them good XP, right? Sup, Munga Blast, we're at Victory Road. We have a team of 6 right now. Let's have a quick refresher on the team. Consult evolved and has own tempo. What? Evolved and has damp and damn stats. Damn good stats. And so we are trying to get everyone to the 50s, somewhere within them. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get tired of grinding, but I'm just going to be level grinding for a while. That's all we're doing now. We're listening to the Smash Castlevania music. That's probably going to put us through this whole part. Honestly, I could just be listening to the Smash soundtrack forever, but... Oh, Gust hits when I'm flying. Good to know. But, all mixed up. Don't know what we'll listen to next part. Zapdos, I'm resistant to what you bring to the table, so I feel okay just spatial rendering you. Spatial render. Render this space. There we go. Alright, so fly. He can hit me with Gust, but let's just do it anyway. Boom. Holding left tab is the default fast forward on a ROM. So I haven't changed it, so I'm holding down left tab anytime the ROM is going in super fast forward. Potentially it might be another button on your thing. In that case, just click File or Config or Tools or something. There is something to go into that lets you reorder the controls. So if you ever need to do that, you can. But tab's pretty easy for me to reach and not hard to hold down for a long time with just the pinky, so. And the music's a little bit loud. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Easy fix. Now let's bring it down just a touch, not a lot. Hopefully that makes it a bit easier to hear. Like, when I'm listening to streamers or watching stuff, I prefer the music to be too quiet than too loud, because obviously, like, the streamer's what I'm there to listen to, so. Alright, there we go. Let's heal up. Just gonna be doing this loop for a fair while, guys. Probably, like, at least an hour of gameplay, which, you know, doesn't faze me. So I'm recording this episode about 4 or 5 hours earlier in the day than I normally would, so it's currently 4 PM, whereas normally I'd be getting started around like 8, 9-ish. I'm near the Elite Four. I want to get it. I want to win. I want to do it. So I was excited to play. I was playing Mountain Blade a little bit in the morning, then doing some studying. I'm not a university student, but at the start of the year, I have I've taught in the past, have a Bachelor of Education. I thought I would get something I've been eyeing off for a while. So I'm currently working on getting my Teaching English as a Foreign Language certificate. So it's a relatively hard discipline for me thus far. I'm finding it quite challenging, which I didn't fully expect. So I'm enjoying it as a mental exercise, something to keep me sharp, particularly now when there's nothing else really going on in the world or my life that can, like, challenge me and get me out of my comfort zone. But the flip side of it is that doing that kind of work where you're, like, pushing into a new discipline can be a bit draining, so I haven't been devoting quite as much time to it as perhaps I would have liked. But getting there, doing some research. So I was doing a bit of that earlier today as well, and when I got sick of that, I put away my Phenom alphabet and went, oh, I'm just going to play some fucking Pokemon. Oh man, this leveling is so slow. Look at this. I feel like I've been level 45 for like 6 minutes. I'm actually gonna pay attention to this, alright? So here's how we're gonna... You dick. Alright, almost to 46 is what I'm gonna do. Oh, this is the first time I've seen a Gardevoir in here. I'm kind of scared of it, so let's switch. There we go. Alright, Sky Snake leveled up. So, I'm going to go heal. Or not. Alright, big Healy boy is done. Back we go. Okay. Just going to stand here for like 15 seconds, because that will make it easier for me to time this. Alright, there's currently 23 minutes on my timer, so I'm gonna keep going until I have leveled up, and then just see how long it took. Hopefully it's gonna be like quicker than I feel like it's been. Oh, nice. If I keep doing this sort of thing, it will be. Might tank this because it upped its special defense. Yeah, okay. Alright, almost there. Almost to the next level. This might just get me over the edge. I know Magikarp's not a lot of XP. No, it didn't do it. Alright, Mothim will manage. Okay, that was 1 minute and 7 seconds to level up. That doesn't include the time it takes me to go and heal in between, but that's honestly quicker than I thought. So, that's good. Gonna keep switching to Watt anytime I'm even like a little bit antsy. Watt's got the lucky egg as well. I am eventually going to need to level it further than 45, so I might as well. And because it's by far the bulkiest thing I've got, it's the safest switch. And it's just got, man, like Steel Psychic is an insanely good typing before they like changed Steel's resistances slightly. It's just like impossibly effective. So always can feel very safe switching to Metagross. Hopefully. I don't want to lean too hard into that and then potentially have it wrong and have it eventually backfire on me in a big way. Yeah, only weak to ground and fire. I think I spoke about it in an earlier part too, and I mentioned Bronzong specifically, how its two abilities either give it an immunity to ground or turn its fire resistance into a neutrality. So it's crazy. It's crazy. And like, of course, there's other types like electric, which only have one type weakness, but steel types naturally tend to be much bulkier than electric types. Like a mono-electric that's like... A mono-electric wall would be cool, but I don't think there's anything that like completely fits that niche. And then you have things like Electros, which is mono-electric but has levitate. So unless the opponent has like an ability that negates yours, you have no type weaknesses. Which is crazy. Crazy! Then you have to beat them using other things like strategy and thinking, or like clever movesets, which, ugh. Should be okay against this. Boop, boop, done. 48. Getting there, getting there. Alright. Big old Healy boys. Back in we go. Also spent a solid like hour and 20 minutes out with the dog today, which was nice. Got a good stretch in. Moved my legs, moved his legs. Normally, when taking the dogs out, I go along like a long walking path that's like close to the house, but it's just a straight line. Recently, with this whole pandemic thing, I've decided to like walk closer to the house. No real reason, just a chance, and it's something I did with the dog when he was a puppy, because I wanted him to know all the back streets around the house, just in case. And so it's kind of fun to almost revisit all these locations that are like quite close to where I live, but aren't places I walk past or look past. Does that thing just use spatial rend? So that's been a bit enjoyable way to spend my time. If you're interested, there you go. I don't know if I'm going to use the rare candies to pop on Sky Snake. I probably am. Just because, like, I'd like to get there. So I've got 3. When I hit level 52, that would mean bump, bump, bump. Boom, level 55. Alright, I think this song's about to start fading out, isn't it? Feels like this song's been going on a while. Yeah, it is. Done. So, here's something fun to do if you ever want to watch people make slight mistakes and then feel unnecessarily superior to them because you know a thing that they completely reasonably don't know. Smash Ultimate has, of course, the character trailers introducing new characters before the game was released, and a lot of people would do reaction videos for them, where they'd have their camera pointed at their face, and they'd watch the trailer, and while the trailer was playing, they'd either exaggerate or like be naturally hype or just, you know, respond reasonably to what the reaction was. Cool, it's fun. It's a bit of fun. I don't mind watching them. They're kind of neat. And like when I was particularly enthusiastic about certain things, I'd be like, I want to see other people feel enthusiastic and excited for this thing. So you watch them. So Castlevania was going to be added to Smash. And the reaction video for it, well, the actual trailer starts off with Simon. Everyone knows Simon from the Castlevania franchise. But then partway into that trailer, Richter comes in. And you'll note how I said his name, Richter. It has a slightly unusual spelling, so if you don't know how to pronounce that name, you might get it wrong. You might say Richter, because it's R-I-C-H-T-E-R. But anyone who's played one of the Castlevania games with him in it, of which there are several, will know that it's Richter, not Richter. So I really enjoy watching mashups of reactions to that trailer drop specifically, because while you're watching it, you can tell who like is already familiar with the property or the franchise, and who are like potentially putting it on a bit for the camera. Because like some guys, like Maximilian Dude, who's a fun YouTuber, I don't watch him regularly at all, but every now and then he does a thing with a property that I'm interested in, and then I'll watch him. So that guy is a big fan of like Castlevania and other games. So Richter steps in frame just a tiny bit, and just from that bit of his costume, this guy's like, Richter! Oh my god, it's Richter! But then you'll watch other people, and Richter will appear on frame, and they'll be like, huh? What? What? And then the splash card will appear with his name on it that says, Richter joins the battle. And they'll go, oh, Richter! I love Richter! Oh, cool! And it's a really small, simple thing to be, like, smug about unnecessarily, but I can't help but, like, chuckle as I watch those things, and I'm like, haha, you said Richter. It's maybe a little mean-spirited, but it's ultimately harmless, and it's funny. I get things wrong all the time, and you know, just gotta find the humor in it. My family laughed at me excessively, and reasonably so, for this story. Like, I absolutely deserved to be mocked for this, but what happened was we were talking about different food, and someone mentioned black pudding, and I went, you've eaten that? Because, let me explain, I read a lot, and years ago, when I was much younger than I am now, I had read a personal account of a World War II veteran whose plane got shot down, and the men survived by making black pudding, but they didn't have, of themselves. Like, blood, like, black pudding is blood pudding, but because of the context in which I read the book, I thought that it was specific, like, I'd only heard of it from this book, so I thought black pudding was human blood, and that was it. So when my father very casually was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind some black pudding, I was like, you what? And then upon them asking me some questions and me going, hang on, maybe I should think this through a bit, it came to light that I'm a fucking idiot, and they all had a good laugh at my expense. Then my father went out, bought some black pudding, and I had it, and it was pretty okay. So, you've got to be able to laugh at yourself when you say something fucking stupid, like accuse your father of cannibalism. I imagine there are a lot of people who do similar things to that. I also do that quite a lot with pronunciation of words. Like, you see a word written, you learn its meaning and its context, but if you only ever see the word written, you might generate a pronunciation in your head based on assumptions of the characters and stuff, and oftentimes that can be completely wrong. Free Tempest's family laughs at him whenever he tries to speak German, so he gave up. And that's a bit sad, that version. Like, mine, like, it was a chance to laugh at me, but it was also a chance to educate me and to have me try something new and come to a greater understanding with the world and have this experience of actually trying black pudding. So, like, yeah, it was funny and silly, but it was still, like, a learning moment and an opportunity to share and bond and hang out. I think, like, if someone was learning, if you were trying to learn a new language, or, like, trying to learn a second language or a familial language that they don't have as much time to practice and speak, that'd be a bit demotivating to get mocked for that, so that'd be a bit of a shame. I can say, like, a few words in Japanese. I can speak at, like, a mediocre level of Spanish. Like, in Spanish I could manage just enough to ask questions to find someone who speaks English, which isn't, I can't even manage that in Japanese. So I am very much monolingual. And, like, part of working on my teaching English as a foreign language certificate is hopefully that would incentivize me and give me the capacity to potentially travel and go somewhere else and actually learn another language, because I think being bilingual is a very impressive skill that I would be very happy to have, and I think I would need to work at it, and having, like, this mechanism of being able to teach in a foreign country and seep myself in the language would be a good way for me to actually develop the skill. So, from the languages I just mentioned, of course, Japanese and Spanish are both languages I'd be quite interested in knowing. Of course, any language is a good language to know. Like, if I was... I almost said if I had the affinity, but I feel like saying that would almost insult the people who put in the work to learn a bunch of languages. So instead I'd say if I was as motivated as people who manage it, it would be super cool to know like 4 or 5 languages. But for now I can content myself with like 1.1. And once I've got this extra qualification on my degree and extra capacity, I might put the effort into seeing if I can jigger my life and arrange things such that I have the opportunity to do more. So this is a really cool track, actually, since I can hear it in the background. This is Iron Blue Intention, which is one of the tracks... This was one of the 2 tracks I was really, really hoping for from Castlevania before they officially said there was going to be Castlevania in the game. The other one is also from Portrait of Ruin, and is actually pretty similar sounding, so when this one finishes, I'll pop that on. Double slap? No, I don't need double slap. Oh, hang on. Level 53 now. What am I doing? Rare candies! Ba-dum. Alright, so let's look at the stats of this thing. Alright, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to real quickly grab a pen and scribble them down, instead of, you know, using my computer to take it down quickly and efficiently. 162, 124, 90, 102, 89, 97, and then press A, and then boom, Dragonite. You're not learning Roar of Time, sorry. Here we go. Come on, be cool, be cool. Stench! That's not the coolest thing it could have been. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think it could have been a lot cooler than just being smelly. But let's look at something cooler than that ability and look at the stats. So it's got 195 health, 179 attack, 123 defense, 135 special attack, 122 special defense, and 108 speed. So let me do some math real quick. So it's 3 there. So it's got 33 more health, 55 more attack, 27 more defense, 33 more special attack, 33 more special defense, and 11 more speed. So that's a huge jump across the board for Sky Snake, and that took me so long to do because I did it with a pen and paper and I wanted to make sure I had it correct. Alright, with this set, now, I actually want to look at Sky Snake's moveset again, because look at the huge... Now there's a much bigger difference between his attack and his special attack, and currently his only physically offensive move is Fly. So let's see if we have anything in here that I think might work a bit better. I mean, it feels kind of cheap to give everything in the world Sacred Fire, but Sacred Fire is so good and I have a bunch of Sacred Fire TMs. What do you want from me, not to use Sacred Fire a bunch, game? Well, that's just not going to happen. And I think that's just going to be it. Yeah, I know my Dragonite is smelly, alright? Don't make fun of him. Oh, thank you, Ric Flair. I wonder how long you've been holding that great ball. Alright, so as it stands, we now have what could very well be the team we take into the Elite Four. But we needed to get, like, 15-ish levels across the board to do it. I do want to take Ric Flair in, just because he's been here so long. So he's who we're leveling now. Oh, hang on. I said I was going to put on the other track I wanted. That was Iron Blue Intention. this is... I don't need the extended version. This is Crucifix Held Close. It's such a great track. I know Ric Flair's the weak link, but... You said you wanted Rick in the Hall of Fame. Alright, look, I'll take some more time to think about it while I do. Let's get Tempest leveled, and then Super King. Oh, in the box that I called Hall of Fame. Right. Lol. You clearly could tell I was not laughing. Oh dear. It's so great. It's such a great track. Portrait of Ruin wasn't the best Castlevania game. It had some design elements that, like, I can look back on them now and go, oh, this was kind of jank. Why was this in the game? But it also had aspects that worked really well, and, like, you know, Castlevania game, so you can't expect the plot to be all that and a bag of potato chips. But it was still fun, and it had, like, some decent elements. And I played it a bunch. I did the old Axe Armor route, which if you haven't played this specific, like, 15-year-old Castlevania game on the Nintendo DS, it had, like, a leveling system. And it had hard modes, quotation marks, where you could either, once you'd beaten the game, you could play it with different characters. And one of those characters was Old Axe Armor, which was just like one of the generic enemy types, and it was garbage. It had a slightly slower move speed, I think. Its attack was really small in front of you. It had no special ability. It had like one really jank special ability where like you threw a doll, and when the doll hit the ground, you like swapped positions with it, and it could like throw one axe in an arc overhead as well as its normal swing. So it was really like hard. But the game had another, like, pretty cool difficulty modifier where you could give yourself a level cap. So if you wanted to play, like, the highest difficulty possible, you could play, like, level cap 1. You will never level up. You'll always deal the weakest amount of damage, and any enemy past the first area, pretty much, will one-shot you. And I played that game level 1 Old Axe Armor route, and I'm going to be completely honest, I got like 2/3 of the way through and ran into this one boss who I just fucking couldn't handle, and eventually I stopped. Last time I revisited the game, like 2 years ago or so, I launched it up and I saw that level 1 Axe Armor save, and I was like, that's not getting any further than it is. So, not the easiest thing. I used to be a lot more diligent and effective at doing like those challenge modes or those really hard games. Like I beat all of Super Meat Boy using keyboard. The game consistently tells you, hey, you should use a controller because it's got better throwing. I just didn't. I didn't have a controller at the time, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just play it. And I did, and I beat all of it. I've beaten I Want to Be the Guy. I've done a couple of those like super hard game challenging things, but I just don't have it in me anymore to do that kind of stuff. My time is valuable, I say, as I continue in hour, like, what, 23 of a, like, rough Nuzlocke run. Yeah. Heal up, stay safe, check that Ric Flair's got... No, he doesn't have an item. Wowie zowie. So, we've got one level 55, 2 level 45, and a bunch, like, hovering around 40. This is not gonna be quick going, he says, as he proceeds. I really wish I had, like, a good ground type attack on someone. Just, like, one decent ground move would be so, like, nice to have. So I've been asked to discuss the controversy of Gyarados. Gyarados is water flying type. Why is it water flying type? And honestly, I get it. Thematically, totally should be water dragon. But mechanically, how fucked would that be? How completely fucked would it be if Gyarados was actually dragon type? I mean, like, even external to the consideration of they wanted the Dratini line to be the only dragons in Kanto. Just like, can you fucking imagine? It would completely tank the balance of Gen 1 and every game, really. Like, everyone already uses and likes Gyarados as a kid, and then, like, they carry that over to when they're an adult, because it is genuinely, like, quite cool. It'd be, like, fucking ubiquitous if it was, an even better typing than it currently is. That's why you want it, because it's just that bonkers. Okay, I can respect that. Yeah, Fairy Balanced Dragon, sure, but Fairy wasn't around in the 1990s, bruh. Maybe if Gyarados was Water Dragon, by the time Johto rolled around, they would have been like, we need to introduce this fairy shit now! We need to fix this! It's gonna take a long time, isn't it? As it stands, I feel like we might be, I know I've already gone over my time limit. I stopped the timer before it, keyed off earlier. So, perhaps... Yeah, let's get another level, and then we'll end this part, folks. Then after that, we might have to have a grinding special. I know how kinky that sounds. I know I said another level, but I kind of meant for Tempest. Whatever. So yeah, next part will almost certainly be the level grinding special. Hopefully that'll at least be a little bit more exciting than the Voltorb flip special. But when we do that, we'll also pick the lineup we're taking, because we probably won't be taking Ric Flair into the Elite Four, so we'll need to pick someone else and start level grinding them. But, questions for the next episode. For now, the only thing as yet addressed is our farewell. So once again, allow me to say to you, thanks for watching. See you later.